Hey YouTube, it's Leah Monet. Today we're going to jump right into this Wiggins wig review. So this is the 4C edge hairline wig. I was super excited to try this. It's a 13 by 4 inch lace closure and it's supposed to have like the realistic hairline with obviously the 4C edge baby hairs. So this wig just took me a while to get right. Like it just took a lot of customization. I'm gonna walk you through all of that in this video, but be sure you're gonna need your tweezers, your scissors, needle and thread, elastic bands, like literally all of your hair stuff. Just pull it all out because you're gonna need it all. I took this picture immediately after I unboxed this unit. As you can see, the edges are thick, okay? And they are 4C texture. So that is not the texture of the rest of this hair that is like soft and wet and wavy. It's a completely different texture. So you have to thin those edges out so much in order to create a natural look. So you can see here, it just looks so wiggy and just, oh my God, I was like ready to send this unit back. I couldn't believe it came looking like this fresh out of the box. I'm like, it's no way I can just wear this unit. And I had to go to work and I did not have time to deal with this. So I went on and put on my handy dandy scarf. And it looked okay, like the curl pattern and everything looks fine. So it looked decent with the scarf on, but I was like, it's no way I can have those edges out like that. The next day, I went ahead and I kind of cut some more of the hairline lace off. So I got rid of some of the edges because I don't need a whole inch of edges in the front. So I cut some of that off and now I'm just going through and I'm plucking my part and I'm also plucking the hairline. So I'll show you that in just a second. So I'm just thinning it out. You really have to spend time thinning out the edges, but then you don't want to thin them out too much because, I mean, we did just pay for a 4C edge wig. So it's like I want to be able to keep some of those edges, but I also don't need that much. So just pluck to your liking, and I'm just kind of like showing you here my method for plucking. Do y'all see how much plucking I'm doing? Like, I'm not even the best plucker. I don't like doing a whole bunch of customization to my wigs, but honestly, you have to with this unit. Like, you have to spend time customizing it. So at this point, I am plucked out for the day. I put a little bit of water on here and some oil, like some Garnier, however you say it. And so I'm just kind of like styling it a little bit with my slick stick, just to kind of mold it to keep the hair kind of coming off of my face. I think it makes it a little less wiggy looking. So I'm just styling it a little bit right here before I try it back on. This is me trying the wig back on after I've done the plucking. Honestly, the lace looks a lot better. It looks a lot more natural, but the lace is lifting, so it's not laying super flat unless I have my hand down right there. So I'm actually going out in a few. So I'm gonna go ahead and just glue this down a little bit. I don't like gluing my wigs, but I will for this one just so that it lays a little bit flatter. And of course, I'm going back in and I'm making those edges shorter and thinning them out as I see fit. So in this clip, you'll just see me gluing the wig down just to kind of give it more of a seamless look. So we had day 3 now. And so like I said, I didn't feel like the lace was laying flat enough in the front. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use the elastic band that did come with the wig. And I'm going to sew that on. I wish this already came sewed on. So it is a little bit of an extra step here. But they at least did provide the elastic band. So you will sew that elastic directly on the lace because that's kind of what pulls the lace to make it lay flat along the front hairline. So I'm just showing you my process, and then you'll just want to repeat this on the same size. Be sure to measure your head before you cut your lace so that you're not wasting any of your band. At this point, I'm like praying to God that this wig looks right. So you can see here the elastic band, I have it sewed on and it's measured perfectly to fit my head. That it's not going to be too tight, but it is going to give me, you know, that flat look I want in the front. So as soon as I put this on, I immediately felt the difference. It just felt way more secure because let's be real, I hate using the teeth in the wig. So my wig was kind of like just sitting on my head. So it feels a lot more secure with the elastic band. And you can see along the hairline, it is laying so much flatter. And it looks really good with the hair kind of coming off of the face. So I'm definitely happy with this wig at this point. So I figured I would try my luck with the middle part. So as you can see, it already looks pretty good along the hairline just with this elastic band with it laying so flat. The edges look pretty natural, so I'm actually a little impressed with this. So that girl was plucking, okay? So anyway, I'm just kind of pulling the hair to the back because I'm about to go ahead and tie my little scarf thingy around it just so that I can kind of train the hairs to, the baby hairs to lay a little bit flatter because they are kind of like up in the air a little bit. So I will turn that, I will put that on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just wet my hair down a little bit, put a little bit of this, you know, the Fructis Garnier, it's like the sleek curl thing. I think it just kind of helps define the curls and gives the hair, the wig, a really good shine. So I've been applying that as well as some leave-in conditioner. And so now I'm about to go ahead and just kind of unveil it for you and give you the final look with the middle part. So it has been a long time coming, but I want to give you some quick pros and cons. So some of the pros, the overall look, as you can see, it looks pretty good after the customization. It looks pretty natural. I like the hairline, the lace, everything looks pretty good on the front end. The curl pattern is gorgeous. The curls just reactivate and just kind of go back to its natural state. And as you can see, it's really full. The density is really good on this unit. The cons. Obviously, as I've said, it's just too much customization. It's not pre-plucked at all. It's too many edges. The edges are just way too thick. There's no elastic band on here, so it just requires a lot of time and commitment to get this wig to look good. And then lastly, this wig sheds. Oh my God, like I literally take my jacket off and it's hair on the back of my jacket. And I've purchased other wigs from this vendor and I've never had this much shedding before. So I'm gonna give this wig a 6 out of 10. Looks good, but it's also a part-time job.